Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily Dvar, and here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Sunday, the 29th day of January. Here we go. Today's halacha is this. You probably know that there's something called birkat hagomel, benching gomel is what some people call it, and it's one of the situations where it applies is when a person is in, God forbid, an accident, and they want to thank God at the end of that, that they came out okay after the accident. And what they would do is they would be called to an aliyah at the Torah, and right after the aliyah at the Torah, they say a special little blessing that is listed in the siddur. So I don't have to tell you the exact words. It's a short little bracha, basically praising God for bringing goodness to you. I like to mention it at this time of the year because sometimes during wintry weather, it can happen that there's some slip sliding event and people rush to bench gomel, and it could be saying God's name in vain because in certain circumstances it doesn't warrant a gomel benching. So according to the poskim of today, a lot of them, this is what they say. The type of accident where you would come out okay and qualify for, yes, going to shul and saying that special birkas hagomel would be in a situation where the car was involved in a collision. I've heard rabbis say at 35 miles per hour or more, such that anything at that speed could cause some serious injury to the people inside the car. And if a collision happens at 35 miles per hour or more, then you could be eligible for saying Birkas Hagomel with God's name and everything, the full-fledged blessing, thanking God for coming out okay. Now, however, but here's a circumstance where people sometimes rush to say Birkas Hagomel, and it's not appropriate, and that would be sometime where you slide through an intersection on ice, and or your brakes fail and you just flew through an intersection and nothing happened at all. People say, "Oh my gosh, I was in such danger," and the truth is you were, but nothing actually happened. So a lot of rabbis say don't rush to say Birkas Hagomel in that situation because nothing really happened. Your car went through an intersection, nobody was there, you came out okay. Yes, you were moving, and yes, things could have happened, but we can't say Birkas Hagomel for every could have happened, because if we were to do that, we would basically be eligible for Birkas Hagomel at the end of every highway trip, because anything could happen when you're moving your car quickly down the road, and Birkas Hagomel was reserved for only dangerous situations where impact actually happened. You know, the Birkas Hagomel was written with other things in mind long before cars existed, but the way we apply it today to car situations is where an impact happened, not to where you had a close call and nothing actually ended up happening, because we're actually in the middle of close calls all the time. But bottom line is, if any circumstance happens to you, ask your rabbi about it before rushing to go to shul to say the Birkas Hagomel. Go to shul always, but before being quick to say Birkas Hagomel, check with your rabbi. Also, when you take a trip over the ocean in an airplane, some rabbis will say that yes, you do say Birkas Hagomel because the airplane trips are dangerous, but others say, well, based on the statistics, they're just about as dangerous as driving in a car. So again, speak to your rabbi. Some say that yes, you do say Birkas Hagomel after traveling over the ocean in an airplane, and some say no. I'd like you to speak to your rabbi about it. My job here is just to educate you. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.